I am recording this one because the one from a few years ago doesn't have sound. So, yep. All right, you guys, perpendicular lines, we did similar to parallel lines, only now I want perpendicular lines. So, when you guys were doing parallel lines, they always had the same slope, right? Those two lines have the same slope, and so you would keep the same slope from whatever equation they gave you, right? Perpendicular lines, however, cross perfectly at a right angle. All right, those are called perpendicular. And what you want to memorize is that their slopes are opposite reciprocal, meaning if it's positive, you have to switch it to negative, and if it's negative, you have to switch it to positive, and you also flip the fraction at the same time. That's how they make a right angle when they cross each other. So you want to memorize for perpendicular opposite reciprocal. So what does that look like? I have positive 5/7. Let's say that this was the slope of the first line given. Okay, opposite and reciprocal. Raise your hand if you can tell me what the perpendicular slope would be. Ryan? Negative 7/5. All right, so it was positive, it went negative, and I flipped it. Do you have your notes? Okay, and let's do this one next, 4. So this is 4/1, technically. It's the same thing as 4/1. So raise your hand if you can tell me the perpendicular slope. Sebastian? Yep, negative 1/4. All right, let's do this one next. I've got negative 1/3 right here. And I want to find a perpendicular slope. So somebody different, opposite reciprocal. Shalene? 3. Okay, so it's positive, and you flip it. 3/1 is 3. All right, how about -1? How would I do the opposite reciprocal? Think of it as over 1. What do you think? +1. Good. +1. When you flip 1, 1/1 is still 1, right? So really it just changes from positive to negative on that one. All right, so let's try an actual problem. This is similar to the parallel line, so read carefully, and it says perpendicular. So write the equation of the line that is perpendicular to y equals 1/4 x minus 2 and passes through the point 1, 2. So I would probably write that you're finding a perpendicular line. I would write the original equation and the point that we want our new line to pass through is 1, 2. All right, we don't care about this -2. The y-intercept doesn't matter. We're just going to look at the 1/4 slope. And raise your hand, somebody different who can tell me the perpendicular slope to 1/4. Jordan? -4. All right, and then I'm going to put plus b. We want a new y-intercept. All right, so Hanzo, what do I do with my coordinate point right here? Yep. So 2 is going to go in for the y. 1 is going to go in for the x. And that's how we find our y-intercept. So -4 times 1 is -4. And then I'm going to add 4, which gives me 6 for the b. Final answer, you guys, you keep your perpendicular slope. So keep your -4 as the slope, and go ahead and plug your b in as 6. So you have a slope and a y-intercept. Make sure you still have an opposite reciprocal slope from where you started, and you should be good to go. Okay? All right, remote interior angles. Okay, we're going to call this for short REA. So you want to write what it means. Remote, exterior, I think I said interior, angle, REA. So go ahead and write this definition down. The measure of an external angle of a triangle equals the sum of the measures of the remote interior angles. So draw yourself a triangle and just extend one of the sides out a little bit. And label that angle E. That's an exterior angle because it's outside of the triangle. Okay. And basically what this is always equal to are the two furthest away angles that are inside the triangle. Why does this work? Nikki, what do you think? Yep. So what does an angle always add to, you guys? Or a triangle? Yep. 180. So this whole thing is 180. And what is a supplementary angle equal to? 180. If you take this angle out of both of those, so you take it out of the supplement and you take it out of the triangle, what's left, this E is always equal to A plus B. Okay? And that can extend on any side. So if I extend it over here, and let's say that this is 70 and this is 20. That wasn't a very good example. Let's say this is 30. So that's 70 and that's 30. Then what is this angle right here? Just add them together. Okay? And your reasoning is remote exterior angle. The furthest away, that's the remote word. Exterior is on the outside, and it adds those two interior angles. All right? Let's try it on the whiteboards.